Okie dokie. Okay, you already got this down? Let me fire it up and let's look let's look at what we got so far. That phaser's making noise. Yeah. 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 Huh? Is it? No, hold on. Coño.
That's what I said.
Bueno, how long has it been already? It's been a couple hours already.
12:30. Yeah, maybe about an hour and a half. Then.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. No, this is not a refrigerant problem. Uh-uh. No. This is a compressor issue. Minimum 137. Ale, turn on the AC. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome. Bandit, thank you very much. I hope you and your family are doing well. You just turned it on? No. Yeah. This compressor's not pumping right. It's probably going to be that valve,
Right.
the flow valve. Hey, accelerate for me a little bit. Yeah. Nereida. All right. All right, stop. Is the little clutch thing on, the AC button? Is it on?
Circulating and lowering all the way.
Yeah, no. This is definitely a flow problem. This compressor's not pumping enough. Barely doing anything at all. And it was cooling a little while ago. I bet you it's gonna be that stupid valve. It's probably stuck. Yeah, no, no. See if I can stick my arm in here without getting burnt or getting my arm ripped off. Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, so much for the AC. So what we have here is no flow. Our pressures are not very good looking. This should be way down here. This should be probably a little bit higher. Now we can still do. Ali, did you give me the box? Okay. Where? Oh, and the scales?
Oh, I think we're still gonna recover everything.
Yeah, but I know this is gonna be a waste of time, but this is more of a.
Still gonna try it out.
Yeah, I'm not.
Doing this more for the video than anything else.
Yeah. I know I felt it cooling earlier. Better than what it was. Just to make sure we got the right amount, but I'm sure we're refrigerant wise, I'm sure we're okay. So yeah, you already finished for real the thing? Oh my god. Bring the recovery tank, please. Okay, this little guy goes right here. And start connecting this to the extension. Thank you. Okay. Let me get that. Put that here. Oh, we still got to do the rear brake. So bring the tank in, please. The garbage. Thank you. Let's turn this on. Okay. Okay, we got that. Let's go ahead and open this up. Open this. We're gonna purge. Okay. Gonna purge. open. I'm gonna zero this out and fire her up. Okay, so we're gonna recover. We're about half a pound already. This system only takes literally a pound. It's a very small system. So if it's missing a little bit, it's gonna give issues. But I know this is not a. Actually, this is 1.2 pounds. I know. This is not. I don't suspect a refrigerant. Well, I might. I might be surprised. I just didn't see those pressures the right way. That low seemed too high. Like the compressor's not pumping. 0. 0.7. At over half a pound, it should have been cooling more than what it was. Yeah, let's start with this side here. You gotta take that off.
Yeah, take it over. Give me a little.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and 0.73, and the gauges are already at 0. So yeah, I guess it was low. I guess it was low. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring you guys over here. You can see we're doing a rear brake job as well. Doing a rear brake job. This rear one is thinner than the rest. This side. How did these sliding pins feel?
Fine.
Yeah, these are definitely lower than the other side. You said the fronts were good, right? They look like they were brand new? Okay. How's everybody doing today? Give us a chat. Tell us where you're watching from. I'm curious. Okay, so over here, we're gonna shut off this machine. We're gonna purge it. We got 0.7, 0.8. Yeah, nah, it's a little low, but not that much too. This is a, we're gonna have a compressor problem with this one. Huh?
Fine.
And it's mostly not the compressor itself. It's probably gonna be that flow valve. I hate these. I don't know, man. These variable displacement compressors are something else. 0.91. Yeah, that AC should be cooling a lot more than what it was. Yeah, those pressures were not very good looking. Okay. So Alex already took the rotor out. Gonna go ahead and resurface them. And in the meantime, let's go back over here. See here, we recovered 0.92. 0.92. 0.92. I'm gonna shut this off. And I'm gonna see what the deal is here. Go ahead and drain any oil. 0.92. Yeah, this is. I figured. I figured. Okay. And then when you come out, bring me the vacuum pump, please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did this just more for the heck of it because I knew that was gonna be a. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put some dye in there anyways, just because I want dye flowing in there for future posterity. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this pump. I don't know. Let me get the dye. Ale, where's my? Here it is. My dye injector. Trying to use up all this older stuff. Hmm? You're gonna set up the machine. Make sure you remove this because that gives an issue. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and put some dye. I'm gonna remove this. Gonna use a bit of a unorthodox method here. It's not the ideal method, but for the sake of my sanity and simplicity, I'm gonna do it this way. Just gonna go ahead and let it get sucked up in there. It's not the ideal way, so don't nobody criticize me, please. But it's the way I'm gonna do it. What do you guys think? All right, so we're gonna do a vacuum. Should have I done that way or not? I know what the right answer is. put this to the side for right now because I'm going to need it here shortly. So how is everybody? Where's everybody watching from? Drop a comment. Say hello. Hello. What happened to you? Had to make an adjustment here? Bandit says, what about air in the system? Yes, I'm doing a vacuum to get that air out. So the reason you don't want to do what I just did is because obviously you want to suck up air and moisture in the system. But I'm doing a deep vacuum here anyways, but whatever. Now we're gonna come and spy on Alex. Say hello, Alex.
Okay.
By the way, Alex is officially ASC certified.
Okay.
So how about we get some likes for Alex
That'd be cool.
and maybe some subscribers too. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. All you gotta do is press a button. And Alex is gonna appreciate all the likes. Right, Alex?
Sure will.
Yeah. Alex is not mic'd up because he didn't feel like it today.
No chat me my feelings.
Huh?
No chat me my feelings.
Say what?
Tell chat me my feelings.
You're not feeling?
What?
You're not feeling? Speak up, dude. Like a man.
Hold on. Let me adjust.
So we can understand you. So what Alex is doing is setting up the machine. It's just kind of in the way. Let me come around, up and over.
Luckily for me, I don't have to look up a spec on the damn phone.
Is it within spec?
The spec discard thickness is 18 point.
No, that doesn't. 18.
No, 8.5.
Did you measure it already?
Yeah, that 9.
No. Okay. Very good.
Did you just change the tip?
I don't remember now. I think that's on the third dot, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember if I did or not. Okay. Remember, hold on. How loose is that? Remember, this machine is a bit finicky.
It's not loose, but it's not tight either.
Okay, go. Remember, it's a little finicky. You gotta. She's singing.
You gotta be here.
What happened? Ah, you didn't do your full check, did you? Ah, man. Slipping, bro. You slipping. You are slipping. Back it up. You got to make sure you got the depth in the blades too. Remember, these are really thin rotors. You'd get a demerit, sir. You get a demerit. Mira, mira. Back up. Back up. Drive it all the way in as much as you can. The same thing with that one. Okay. Look at that. You're way off. Not way off, but hold on. Oh, da, 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 da. We'll move it here. Make sure it's center. Drive it in. Yeah. Now, well, we're gonna clean this up so we can see what we're doing. Okay. A ver. Déjame ver. Okay. Yeah. That should be good right now. Now back it up. Loosen them up. Okay. Back up the other one. Now let's go ahead and let's try this one more again. Tighten this up a little bit so it won't be so floppy. Okay. Tighten. See how it got deeper when you tightened it? That's why you gotta make sure that it's somewhat tight. That's specific to this machine. All right, it's too deep, so you're gonna go in gently. Go in gently. Go. You already said it. It's gotta go. You gotta account for the play of the machine. Huh? It already cleared this side. It cleared this side. Okay. What about that side? It's good. It's good to go. All right. Now we're gonna give it maybe one or two notches at the most. Loosen it up first a little bit. Okay. Well, first of all, you didn't reset your notches before you did that. You gotta zero out your. Okay. Maybe one or two notches. That's it, and this should be a one pass deal. Yeah. Okay. Tighten. Okay. Put your clamp on there. That's it. Yeah, that one. Okay. And set it to this. Did you tighten this? No. Hold on. There's a there's a there's a limit switch here. So if you went all the way back and you flip that switch, it's designed to come off on its own. I just never set those things. It turns off the feed on its own when it hits that limit switch. Okay. So while that gets done, let's go back to the AC situation here. Okay. We got a nice vacuum there. Let me go ahead and get refrigerant. All right? No, it's fine. It's cutting, right? Okay. What are you gonna do? Okay. Focal point says drum looks a little thin. No, those are perfectly fine. Those are rotors, and the spec is 8.5, and we're at 9.5. So we got plenty of. They're thin because they're the rear brakes, so they're always thinner than the front. So we're good. Okay. So we're still doing a vacuum. We got a good vacuum there. Then on. What we're gonna do. Gonna go and shut this off. Turn off the vacuum pump. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this number here. Okay. Turn on our scales. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna purge the yellow line. There we go. Zero our scale. And we're gonna go ahead and send some liquid down the line. We're at 0.2, 0.3, takes 1.21, 0.21. So we're about half, 0.6. We're at 0.6. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. All right. Oh, what was that? You see these little notches? They're supposed to fall in there because this fell over. Was that gouged like that? Okay, so we got about half a pound here. Okay. AC's on, reset. Okay. And it's probably gonna do the same thing. Well, it's a little lower. Let's let her rip. 0.8. Okay. 0.9. 1 pound. Okay, so we got 1 pound. I still find that a little high on the low side. ¿Qué pasó? With what? Because that's probably where this came undone. Something shift over. Just leave it alone for right now. Or actually,
Man, we should play. I don't know why it's stuff like that.
when I came in here,
I don't think I did anything wrong here.
turn this, get in the habit, turn this off. All right. Let me finish with this over here. Huh? So let me finish with this over here. Okay. I don't know. We'll see right now. Okay. So now we should have some cooling action. See that's better there. That's better there. So either we still have a problem with the. Let me go ahead and put this window up so we're not trying to. Yeah, we definitely got cooler air going on in here, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and close this. We're gonna finish the final charge with what's in the line. Sometimes these valves are tricky. The flow valves are tricky because sometimes they start working and then they stop working and then they work and then they stop working. It's a big pain in the pecker. But right now it is cooling. Let me put a let me see if I can put a thermometer on there so you guys can see. Let me see if I can reach in there and that's the bad thing about this lift. I have no room to comfortably get in and out most of the time. Okay. Okay. Got the thermometer in there. Okay. We're gonna let that chill for a second, then I'll show you the temperature that's coming out the vent, which is in the 60s already. In all reality, it's probably in the 50s because the way this sensor works, if I stick the traditional long needle in there with the gauge, it's always 10 degrees colder than what this digital. And I just think it's that the probe goes in deeper. 64 degrees in there. It's actually really 54. So, and it's still coming down. We'll give it there a few minutes to stabilize. the tube is cold to the touch, so that's good. The low side. All right. Pressures, I'm happy with that. 40 something. I'm happy with that. Should be between 35 and 45, which it is. So I'm happy with that. I still got a little bit more refrigerant in this line, so I got to compensate for that. So I charged a pound in there, and then the final zero point 0.2 or whatnot. I'm gonna use up what's in the line to cover that last little bit. And if I want, I could just open the valve and just let some gas go in there. If it can go down below 40, it'll be even better. But that's good enough. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this valve, and then I'm going to suck up what I have on the high side line to give it that final little stretch. Right there. Okay. And now I open up the low side. Okay. I'm going to close this for right now. Remove the supply line. And then I'm just going to empty out the gauge. Well, we are done with this part of it anyways. All right. Put the caps on. Very important that we put these caps on. This is actually the primary seal of the system. Okay. Let's look at 59. 59 is actually about 49. I'm winning the bet if I put my other thermometer in there. Okay. Let me stick my. Now, if it stays cooling this way, I'll be happy. All right. Let's shut her off. Okie dokie. Let's go back in here and see what's going on with the rotor machining. All right. All right, so let's see what happened here. So it shifted over. That's what it looks like. Okay, shifted over slightly. It shifted over slightly. Okay, well, where's the clamp? Right here. This, I think, was the major culprit. This is not even that tight. Why is this not that tight? What the heck is this? Put this here. That's why it's not tightening, because this has been put there. Did you put that there? Okay. Turn this back on. I don't know what the heck happened here, but Okay, we're gonna. All right, let's start this from the very top so we can get that edge nice and clean there. All right, we're gonna do the final step here, and while that gets done, did you put the pads already? These were fatter than yeah.
I don't know why.
How were the lighting pins on that one? Fine. You already lubed them up.
I'll put the ones in the color.
Okay. Okay. So we got this right here. I'll let prep this rotor. Clean it up there so we can mount that one on the machine next. Come over here. Already got all this lubed up, ready to go. Just waiting for the rotor to be done. So we're gonna go ahead, and as soon as that one's done, we're gonna put the other one. A little bit more, and we'll be done with this one. There we go. Here, hold this. Now for the turn this off. Okay. All right, so we can see here. Let me turn off the machine. We got our final product there. So now we're going to do the other one. Hold this real quick. Oh, I forgot I have all the stupid boxes in the way too. Focus on this one, please. Thank you. Okay. What am I looking for? This. Okay. Now we're going to have another session here. We're going to mount this. Okay. Now the reason I told you to remove that rubber cover was because it obstructs with this one most of the time. You know what I'm talking about? So, but that's mostly is there? What you up to? Working? That's good.
Huh? No, what do you mean?
Slave away some more. Slave away some more. All right, so we're gonna start from scratch. Okay. So let's come over here and get up close like. The first thing we want to do is set up our machine. Make sure we get a full travel. Okay? Once we got a full travel, especially with these thin ones, you got to make sure you get the right, that you can actually make contact with the rotor. We're going to want to drive them in. This is just the pre-setup of this machine. See that? You can make some minor adjustments here if need be. You see that? Okay, we back it up. We go in, we turn on the spindle. Now this is the tricky part with this particular machine. Okay? It's a little bit finicky. You paying attention? Okay? You can't leave this loose because the jaws tend to do this. So when you drive them in, you make contact, okay, I'm good, and you crank down on this, guess what those jaws are going to do? They're going to dig deep, even deeper into the disc. Comprende? Okay. So that's why I tell you, make sure this is somewhat tight, but not so tight that you can't drive the the bits in. Okay, it's got to be tight enough to where you take the slack off of the blades. You got me? Okay, because if I loosen this, look what's gonna happen to those things. See how they just went back a little bit? I mean, it's very tiny. It's very tiny. But when you drive it in, you're gonna notice a difference because you're gonna be eating the crap out of that rotor. Okay. This is just for this machine. I've been using it for many years. I'm very intimate with this machine. Okay, I use it all the time, so I know what the deal is. You see how the jaws are moving in and out. You see that every time I tighten it. That's what I want to avoid because when you make contact and then you tighten it down, you're gonna drive them in even more. Okay, and you're gonna burn up the tips and you're gonna ruin the rotor. Okay, so you just gotta make sure that you take that slack off. See, but I can still drive them in. You see that? Now when I release it, it may not drive back because I gotta loosen it up. But I don't care about releasing it. I care about going in, making contact, and when I tighten this down, make sure it doesn't go in deeper than what it needs to go. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm gonna tighten this enough to take off that plate. You see how I can still drive it in? Okay. We're gonna clean our blades. Okay. Are we getting a good whatchamacallit here? Pick up the camera and put it up close if you have to. Okay? Stop being a lazy cameraman. People want to see what's going on. Okay, so we got clean tips. We know what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is again, I already know I got the reach. I already know I can drive it in. I know because I already did that on my pre-setup. I don't have to worry about none of that stuff. But a couple extra minutes before you start cutting the rotor makes a difference. Okay, you see that? See how it goes in and out? All I'm doing is tighten this. I'm not touching the adjustments. Look, you see that? I'm going to tell you, tighten this to get rid of that plate. Very important on this machine. Now I'm going to make contact with the rotor. And again, with a new blade, this is so much better. See that? I can hear it. It already made contact. See that? Already made contact. Just barely made contact. Tighten it. See how I went in a little further? Now I can get rid of that lip there. Now I'm going to drive it in. I'm going to drive it in. I got another lip back there. And over here. I already cleared over here. Okay? Now I'm there. Okay? I'm going to zero this. Okay? I'm going to slightly loosen this and drive it in depending on what I more or less calculate. I'm going to go at least 3 notches. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to tighten again. Okay? Now, this is just something I know. Why? Because I'm very intimate with this machine. I'm going to do this. See, now it got. See this plate right here? I got rid of that. Doesn't matter. Even if you forget to do that, it's not a big deal. But that's just something I like to do. Okay? I tighten this, then I hit this to disc. Now it's going to start moving. And I put my clamp on there. Done. Let it do its thing. Yeah. Something happened here that shifted. I don't know what. But I know that this got fed into the machine. Okay? See how this got notches? It's supposed to go in there. This spring is kind of preventing that from happening. But actually, no, it is in there. It's in there. See how this has these things right here? Okay, when the blades start raking across the rotor, it drags it back. Okay, because if this goes in front, this stays in place, and then this gets fed in the machine, and then it jacks everything up. Okay, this is something that has a little bit of precision to it. Huh? Mm, notice how you got. Notice how you got these little lines in there. Okay, I didn't go in deep enough. You see that right there? So what I want to do, I don't have that problem here. I only have it here. Let me stop the machine real quick. I'm going to go in another notch or so. Okay? Do it again. Okay? Tighten here. Dale. Send it. I drove both sides in about a notch. Nope. It's over there. It's right over there. You can start putting that. You can start putting that one together. As a matter of fact, let's go over there. There's not much action going on over here at the moment. That goes over here, right? Okay. All right. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Mm.
17 box then?
Hmm?
With a 17 box then, the 14 on the 12? Those on the jack. And the 12. Those on the jack.
Alrighty then. Here you go. Put the little rubber thing back on there. The heck up in here. Okay. I'm gonna change those blades. How's this side looking? Done already? That's done? The man. You already lubed up all this stuff here? Nice. Okay. I'm gonna wrap up this side and she be done. Yeah, please don't do that. Okay, that seems right. Why is this so tight already? Okay. I'm gonna crank up the car, make sure that AC is still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Um, Everything's going in smooth. Yeah, you're the man. All right, let's give it a round of applause for Alex. Let's give it a round of applause. Okay, so that does it for this car. We went ahead and recharged the AC system. We did the rear brakes. Gonna go ahead and ask that you please drop a like for Alex. Like I said, he just recently became officially ASC certified. There's his little patch right there. He's very proud of it. Show the people the patch. My man. So please drop a like for him. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. We appreciate all the help and all the support to the channel. And we ask that you go ahead and hit the notification settings so that you can get notified when we do other videos and live events. So again, thank you for all your support, and we will catch you in the next